I have 2 assistants, and they lost their shit, you know?
Did they?
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God.
Welcome back to
Thank
the
you.
White Lotus. You are now a guest of the White Lotus. So, Mike, when you had that dinner with Mike, and he brings up this huge surprise that he wants you back.
Yeah.
What did that conversation look like? Like, did you drop the fork? Like, what happened?
I mean, my response was say less. Like, when, my bad,
Sign me up.
Sign me up. I'm ready. No, I had such an incredible time the first time around, and we became very close, and I told him season 1, I was just like, wherever you go and you want me there, my bags will be packed. But I'm also a writer, and until you put pen to paper, you don't really know if something's going to manifest or like be a part of it. So I didn't hold it against him. And, he went off to write the scripts and circled back again and was just like, no, she's back. I was like, let's go.
Well, and she's such a fan favorite too.
Yeah.
Like, I think people have such a soft spot for her. And like taking her from first season now into third, I think fans are going to be excited to see this new adventure that she's on. We get to know a little bit more about her love life.
Yeah.
What was it like to explore that?
I mean, it's amazing to be working across with Dom. Dom is an amazing scene partner, and I think Belinda's just, she's in this place where she's, flirting with potential and possibility in all areas of her life. And so to show that side of her, I think it's great writing to be able to allow her to, allow audiences to see all sides of her, and for her to, your vacation self. When you go on vacation, you want to see and be, do things that you don't ordinarily, and so she gets to play.
You're also, you act as the link. What happened to Jennifer Coolidge's character? And like, you're kind of like, wait a second, recognize you. We're like speaking in code because we don't want to give too much away. But to navigate that mystery and to kind of play that, was it fun to explore?
Yeah, I think Mike is so good with red herrings and, playing around with tension. And I think that Belinda's story has history, this season. And so audiences are going to be looking for connections as they watch. And it's really cool to play and feel like, you can have fun with the audience in that way.
Yeah. Okay, so I was just in Leslie's room. And Leslie and Carrie were both talking about how you had good stories from your Maui days compared to your Thailand days.
Yes.
And how the set life was just so different. So tell me about these trickery with the rooms getting locked. Like, they would know if you left.
Well, yeah, it was...
How was the set life different? Tell me about the two.
Very different. Well, season 1, you have to understand, it was 2020, middle of the pandemic, pre-vaccination. We were one of the first, if not the first, production back in action. And so the protocols on set, it was intense. And to make sure that we weren't going off campus and potentially infecting someone else or getting infected, once you left, your key card would not work if you left the property. So it was pretty intense, but I think it fostered this, it felt like theater camp, we just were all hanging out with each other and finding ways to entertain ourselves and, going down to the rec room and having dinners together because we were able to be together, but we couldn't, interact with the public. And cut to season 3 where it's just like the cast and crew, everything's bigger and we're moving around to different hotels. When audiences see, the White Lotus season 3, the hotel, the White Lotus, is a compilation of multiple properties that we got to stay at, but we also moved around like a caravan, packing up all of the crew, everything, and moving to different locations. So you just get a bigger world view in season 3, which I think it's exciting, to see that growth.
And it's fun. It's fun too. Like, I've seen 4 episodes now, just so where I am. It's just fun to watch all of you because you feel this, the energy of Mike White's productions is this kind of mishmash of personalities, but everyone gets on, and it's like this family. And I feel like that must have been the same experience this season as it was in first season, right?
Yeah, not only in script do you see sort of the harmony, but when you go through something like shooting abroad, I was there for 5 months, some folks were there for 6, 7 months, you connect and you bond, and it's really cool to be I mean, look at this cast list. Like, people are at the top of their game, and being able to explore the world with these incredible artists and to make art. I mean, you can't ask for much more.
No, totally.
Yeah.
Speaking of on top of their game, Lisa, are you a Blackpink fan? And were you a Blackpink fan? What was it?
I am now. I'm just like, you know, when the announcement came out that she was going to be a part of it, I have 2 assistants, and they lost their you know?
Did they?
Yeah. And I was just like, oh my God. And then, like, of course, I go on a deep dive. I watch the documentary. I download all the albums. And yeah, I'm obsessed. And she's so sweet. I love
so
her.
nice, but also so talented as in an actress world. Like, I mean, like, for me to watch someone like that be this mega pop star, but also be a really great actress in her debut role.
Yeah. Her and Tame, like, their storyline is exquisite, and they are incredible actors, and to see her versatility, you know, it shows that she's like a true artist. And, you know, I think there was no, you know, being one of the top selling artists in the world, you know, there's every possibility that she could show up on set and, you know, have a huge entourage.
Yeah.
But she was so regular, and it was so cool to see her just, like, you know, eat with everyone and hang out. And she's just so generous of spirit, and I think audiences are going to be really blown away by her.
I agree, and I love their storyline so much. I love their love. I'm rooting for them.
Me too.
I'm rooting.
Me too.
Like, wait, I want this. Was it nice having her and Tame as locals?
Yeah, I mean, you have to understand, like, Lisa is Beyonce of Thailand.
Right.
So she's not just a local. She is the one. So it was definitely interesting, you know, a couple of times outside when we were off, you know, the campus of shooting, just people leaving their businesses and taking photos, and she would stay there and take photos and pictures, and it's just, she's so loving and sweet. And we had a huge amount of, like, Thai crew, and that were so generous and would show us new restaurants and shows, you know, we're Westerners with our, you know, we have, you know, miss our creature comforts, and they were like, okay, here's where you can get Cheez-Its.
Amazing.
And I remember being like, okay, great, you know, that would be great to get. So I think that it was just beautiful to see such diversity on set. And it wasn't just the Thai crew. Mike brought some folks from Italy, so there was Italian crew mixed in, and it was just this beautiful sort of, tapestry of art being made by these amazing people.
I think people are going to love this season. From what I've seen, sign me up for the chaos that's about to happen.
Buckle up, girl.
I'm
Buckle
50. Yeah,
up.
I know. And I'm just very excited to be back at the White Lotus. It's a show in my heart.
Yeah.
So congrats.
Thank you so much.
I'm so happy Belinda is back.
Thank you. Me too.
Like the video? Then hit the button, or better yet, drop us a comment. Then check out our latest videos here. And don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button here for more celebrity interviews and entertainment news.